What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to Comic Breakdown. If you guys are new to the channel, do me a favor and hit that sub button, hit that notification bell, make sure you're not missing any of the awesome content that we have coming out. With this video, we are jumping into Suicide Squad issue number 15. This will be the final issue of the Suicide Squad. And if you have not been keeping up with the Suicide Squad since the Infinite Frontier began, be sure to check out the link in my description as well as the top of this video. It's gonna get you completely caught up on everything that happened in this series. With the war for Earth 3 now in the rearview mirror, Amanda Waller is gone, which means the Suicide Squad no longer has a boss and no longer has the funds to continue doing what they do, trying to figure out what they're gonna do next. They get the bright idea to try to kidnap Lex Luthor. Be sure to buy the comic, support the industry, and with that being said, let's dive into this breakdown. Alright gang, so as we dive into the final issue, we are picking up with the Suicide Squad sitting down trying to figure out how they are going to kidnap Lex Luthor. Many of them arguing that there are easier ways to get some money. We're talking about freaking Lex Luthor, who on the regular goes against Superman. And while yes, he mostly loses, at the end of the day, they aren't Superman. And while they all discuss this, the only thing Bloodsport truly cares about is getting rid of all of his brothers from across the multiverse. A kind of last parting gift from Amanda Waller. With them getting some kind of plan underway, we see Bloodsport's brothers put into action, getting them jobs at LexCorp. We see them working on the janitorial staff. Now, they believe that they only hired one individual, but since it's the same person from across the multiverse, no one seems to be noticing that the same individual is on multiple floors at the same time. This is their prequel to the plan. Plan A is Ambush Bug and one of these Bizarro Boy clones. They go charging in at Lex Luthor, and he is easily able to capture them. Bloodsport and Rick Flag also trying to take him down, unable to do so. Dr. Rodriguez, aka Sandwoman, tries to attack him at a golf course. One by one, we see the Suicide Squad get taken down, with all of them being rounded up. Lex Luthor goes to see what they wants to know why they are trying to capture him, with Rick Flag letting him know that Amanda Waller, she's gone, and Suicide Squad, they need funding. Now, Lex Luthor, he has to ask the question, why didn't you just ask me for funding? Never an idea that any of them thought Lex Luthor would be on board with. But in fact, this makes him very intrigued. A seasoned Black Ops crew made up of ex-supervillains. For Lex Luthor, that could be very, very lucrative. But the truth is, he doesn't want this pack of losers. At the end of the day, every single one of them failed in capturing him. Or at least so he thought. Noticing the janitor, seeing him on all the floors going down, thinking that his mind was just messing with him and playing tricks on him. The truth is, this one has Culebra inside of him. Culebra, being a ghost, she possesses Lex Luthor. This was their plan all along. They all wanted to get captured. By being captured, they were able to get close to Lex Luthor, get all of them in the building at the same time, and have Culebra possess him, taking over his body and not giving him any options. Trying to get access to any of his accounts, Culebra needing to go into the bathroom while she's possessing Lex Luthor, saying that it's going to be fine, she has control, he is just very strong-willed. But it doesn't take long for Lex Luthor to push her out of his body, and in doing so, he is able to go put on his suit. Mirror Master, seeing this suit, recognizing that he has gone toe-to-toe with Superman in that suit, he's trying to get out of here as quickly as possible. But Lex isn't letting any of them escape. One by one, he starts cracking some freaking skulls. As everything is going sideways, the Suicide Squad is about to get beat. This is when they call in the big guns, using Ambush Bug to open up a teleport and reveal his latest trick. We see the mindless, rampaging Bizarro Boy clones. All of the ones that they recently got a hold of, they send after Lex Luthor. Lex Luthor pressing a button and able to encapsulate all of the Kryptonian clones. Unfortunately for him. His suit has been destroyed, and the Suicide Squad is now standing over him, with Lex Luthor now being impressed with the Suicide Squad and their abilities. He lets it be known that you guys have like 2 teleporters on your team. It would have been much easier for you guys to simply go rob those banks than come up here and try to hustle me out of money. But he asked the question, how much will it cost for my freedom? And the thing about that is, the Suicide Squad, they never actually talked about a solid number. They talked about the idea of kidnapping him, but never what they were gonna get once they had him. And so Lex Luthor, he gives them a proposal. The Suicide Squad is back in business, as all of them are celebrating, going out and doing what they do best. Could this be the beginning of Task Force Lex? And that will be the end of this issue. So let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Having a 15-issue run, I gotta say, it was relatively enjoyable. I have had a lot of fun following this line. From the reveal that Superboy is in fact Match, Amanda Waller truly succeeding in walling off Earth 3. You know, love her or hate her, at the end of the day, she duped everybody. She came out on top. She created her Suicide Squad, Justice League. She took over Earth 3. The crime syndicate had been defeated. She took down freaking Ultraman. And obviously, she didn't do this on her own, but through her conniving, through her manipulating, through her ruthless tactics, there was nobody able to stop her. I am curious if we're gonna get stories from Earth 3. To be honest, I think that they'll probably sideline all of Earth 3, the Suicide Squad, for a little bit of time, especially with Dark Crisis on the horizon and everything else going on. But I have a feeling that we're gonna see this revival, possibly them coming back and working for Lex Luthor. Obviously, they made some kind of deal, probably gave them all the funding that they needed. We saw him most recently working with the president of Gamora, trying to create some kind of army himself. Not only that, we saw he was funding Batman Incorporated. He has been dabbling more and more in creating his own superhero teams. I think the biggest takeaway from all of this is that while the Suicide Squad, they're a really unconventional team, at the end of the day, they can usually get the job done. They were even able to overcome Lex Luthor, and that is not easily done. But let me know your thoughts, let me know your theories. If you would like to support the channel, you can always do so by hitting the Super Thanks button. This button will let you donate directly to the channel, and every little bit helps us out. If you can't do that, do me a favor and hit that sub button, hit that notification bell, make sure you like this video, and until the next breakdown.